Welcome back, my fellow space fans. Today I'm going to talk about a little game called Everspace 2 by German studio Rockfish Games, and why I think you guys should give it a look, and maybe some cash too. Let's get going. Okay, so at the weekend I dropped by Eurogamer Expo, otherwise known as EGX, to check out all the new fun games and catch up with some of my industry friends. EGX has everything from one-man indie games to full AAA titles like Cyberpunk 2077. And one of these games on show was, well, you guessed it, Everspace 2. Now I'll be straight with you, Everspace 1 wasn't really my cup of tea, mostly because I don't normally enjoy roguelike games, and as such I never really gave it a shot. Until that is, I got back from EGX. While I'm still not impressed by the roguelike element of the game, it does in fact play pretty well for an arcade space shooter. Hopefully I can push through and get more into the lore and story before Everspace 2 hits. If you haven't played it, do check out the game as it looks pretty nice. Let me know in the comments if you'll be up for seeing some more of this game in the channel. But back to Everspace 2. At EGX they were letting people play a small demo version of the game. But let me tell you, even in this demo, compared to the first game, they have turned up the dials on everything. Graphics are downright gorgeous, and that alone makes it worth playing in my book. Control of the ship felt pretty great and had a really good feel to it. Collecting loot from fallen enemies and finding hidden caches of items inside of asteroids felt really rewarding. Gone is the roguelike element, and in its place, a more crafted story with an RPG system where you can level up and gear up your ship with whatever loadout you like. Equipment has varying quality levels similar to other RPG games, and I'd say what best describes this game is probably Borderlands with spaceships. Also worth repeating, this isn't like other space games, because it is not a sim. More of a fast-paced arcade combat shooter. For the ships they have a selection of different ones that you can customize with different looks, colours, skins, and each having different pros and cons, like being faster and lightly armoured, or slower with heavy weapons like a bomber. Importantly, there will be only this size of ship to play, so no frigates or cruisers and battleships. But you will be facing these type of ships, and finding their weaknesses will be a fun part of the game. You will need to keep a keen eye looking out for movement on the ships, for panels that cover weak spots for example, and move out of the way when you've hit the right points or done enough damage. Everything has such a high level of detail and polish already, you really have to see it for yourself. The world you play in also won't be like the previous game either. Gone is the streamlined system-to-system lineup made to fit the roguelike setting. It's been replaced with an expansive open world where you're free to explore as you wish, and from what I've seen, the environments have had as much love as the ships themselves. But why am I telling you all this? Well, apart from the fact I want to cover more space games on the channel, Everspace 2 is currently on Kickstarter and has yet to meet its goal. Shocking, I know. Now the devs have said the game is getting made regardless, but this extra funding will really help them flesh out the game and maximise its already huge potential. And let me tell you, we need more great space games to play. While Starbase will be satisfying the persistent online space, Everspace 2 will bring back the single player story-driven space that's been neglected for so long now. So go check out the Kickstarter. I'll throw the link up on the screen and it's in the description below. If you think you're going to get it, back it on Kickstarter anyway, and consider it a pre-order. They have a no frills tier just for that. But if you want to get your flight mitts on this game sooner, some tiers offer alpha and beta access as well. I wish Rockfish Games all the best, and as a backer myself, I really hope they make it and bring us a hot new space game to play. Let me know in the comments if you join the backer list, and I'll make an Everspace 2 channel on the Discord to discuss the game in. Until next time, Kenetor out.